Franny time, massage, recipe for digestion. Chapter 4, Easy Bake. Franny listens to some music as she starts to gather cookie ingredients inside a big blue bowl. Seriously, Igor, how different can baking be? You take some flour and some sugar, toss it in the oven, and boom, you have a delicious cookie, right? Igor smiled and nodded. He had total faith in Franny's baking skills. 3 hours later, the kitchen was a mess, and most of the cookies Franny had made were either raw, burnt, or just plain nasty. Only one of them had turned out okay. She dropped it in Igor's dish and let him eat it. I give up, Franny said. This is too hard. Igor ran and got the painting he had lastly finished and waved it at the Franny. You reminding me that this is all about the art, right? Franny said, taking off her apron. Igor nodded. And how I told them I would help. Igor barked. Okay, Franny said. I get it. We won't let our friends down. But it's clear that I'm not much of a baker. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to do this my way. Igor to the laboratory. Igor gulped. Franny always got that look in her eyes when she was about to do something experimental. Chapter 5, The Baker Maker. Franny assembled an electronic brain and download every recipe on earth into it. She studied the fast and graceful movements of the best chefs, and concentrated arms and hands that were just as comfort and nimble. She also made one of those perfect chef hats because, come on, those things are adorable. Franny whirled and bolted for hours, twisting and chopping and discarded first into a marvelous creations. She might not have been very good at baking goodies, but if you ever needed a giant steel robot with flames shooting out of its mouth and smoke coming out of the ears, she was your girl. And now, this huge monster stood before her. Its inner fire burning sadly, pattering away the orders of this creature. You're a baker, she told it. Franny stared into its lusty mirror first. I promised that you would never do anything this soft. You got that? The Franny nodded. Good. Now I want you to also promise that you'll make the best things you can probably make, she told it. The iron knocked crack as it nodded again. It should be less sweet than a cupcake, but bigger and better than a cookie, she said. She began. Something kids really crave. The machine's electric brain hummed. I'll make a muffin, it croaked in the hollow, maternal voice. Yes, Franny cheered, a muffin. That's perfect. Mona will love it. Love that. The machine's inner firecracker and grew sadly. Fran laughed and shouted, I should call you the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man's inner fire light and he glowed with it. As a Francis, all he ever wanted to do was to give kids exactly what they wanted. Now he knew he could do precisely that, she grinned. I want this muffin to be inseparable, Franny said. They need to be perfectly delicious. We need to sell a lot of these things, Muffin Man. So, do your best. The Muffin Man nodded and got to work, carefully measuring ingredients and combining them in the proper way. They watched them. They watched him marveling at his skills and measuring cups and the way he swiftly stirred in the ingredients together. The Muffin Man has everything under control, Franny said to Igor. You can go paint your picture too, or do gymnastics or whatever you want. Igor wagged his tail. And I can get back to work on my other project. I'm working on this one invention that lets lets you see into the future. And another one where you can burp into Lobo's face, and it can tell you if the burp smells gross or super gross. Igor looked at her drably. Yeah, you're probably right. The burping one is way more fun. I'll work on that one. And as everybody in the lab went off in the different directions to do what they did best, All was just perfect in the little pink house with the lovely purple showers down at the Daphne Street. Chapter 6. You can't beat his harder. The next morning, Igor and Franny were amazed at their platters full of the gorgeous muffins, beautifully left in the saffron with appealing little bows. Franny grabbed the muffin from him before he could take a bite. No, Igor, these are for the big sale, remember? She patted the muffin man on the back. Nice work, she said. We'll take these to school and see how kids like them. If they are popular, I may need you to make a few more. The muffin man smiled. He really hoped the kids would like them. This was what he was made to do. At the end of the day, Franny took the muffin to the table where Mona and Valent were having another useful bake sale. Put these out, Franny said. I think the kids will like them. We can give them some free samples to get them interested. Franny covered a covered muffin into Bison's crown and offered him to people passing by the table. A first grader named Danny stopped and looked at the samples. Just take a taste, Franny said. It's free. He picked up the piece and took a tiny careless nibble. His eyes opened wide and he trembled. Then he clapped his hand over his mouth. What's wrong, Franny said. Is it over? Danny's voice fell into a serious whisper. It's the most delicious thing I ever tasted in my entire life, he said. Then he dug deep into his pocket for the money to buy one. The other kids saw Danny happily disrobing his muffin, and they were immediately curious. After trying a sample, they also bought as many muffins as they could afford. This is our best sale ever, Mona told Franny. Thanks so much for the muffins. You're really a hero, Vasily told her. Do you think you could make some more? No problem, Franny said and smiled. Anything to help. Franny picked up the empty plate and handed for the door, but Danny sat in front of her. Do you think there must be some muffin crumbs left on that plate? He asked hopefully. Could I have them? Franny laughed. Crumbs? Be serious, Danny. There will be more muffins here tomorrow. Then Franny got home. The muffin man was sitting quietly at the kitchen table, waiting for her. Well, they really love your muffins, she told him. I'd like you make another batch, please. The fire inside his entire oven became brighter, and he began ordering his mixing bowls and measuring spoons. You better make a dozen extra, Franny said. If we are lucky, we might get a few more buyers tomorrow. Chapter 7. Luck has nothing to do with it. When Franny walked into her school the next morning, there was a dense crowd around the bake sale table. What's going on? Franny asked. They want the muffins, Mona said. They were lined up when I got there, Vincent added. Do you have them? Aren't your bakers usually after school? Franny asked them. Yes, but they want them now, Mona shouted. Okay, Franny said, and she handed them a bag of muffins. The group of kids pressed toward the table as Franny wiggled through them to get to class. Franny walked in and took her seat. Your muffin is certainly a popular, Mrs. Shelley said. Isn't it great, Franny grinned. They are raising a lot of money for the art and music class. It wouldn't be long before they have all the cash they need. That day, Franny saw kids snacking bites of the muffins during class. At lunchtime, she saw two kids eating muffins instead of the sandwich their parents had sent with them to school. As she was leaving for the day, Vincent and Mona stopped her in the hall. We could really use more of those muffins tomorrow, Mona said. Like 10 times as many, Venus added. Franny noticed some tears on their face. Wait, you're not eating them, are you? You're supposed to be selling them, not to raise money. We sell most of them, Mona said, and we always pay for the ones we eat, Vincent said. So it's okay, I guess, Franny said, as long as you pay for them. They grinned at her. Okay, more muffins, she conversed. The muffin man will be delighted. Chapter 8. More baking, more dough. Franny looked at the mess of the muffin man was making and shook her head. These bigger branches are taking up too much room, Franny said. There's hardly any space for Igor to teach the monsters how to dance. Please, the muffin man said, don't make me soft. My muffins make the kids happy. I never want to stop. I'm not going to make you stop. I just have to figure out where to put you. I have an idea, he said. There's a storage room in the basement of the school. It's right next to where I used to work as a furnace. It's practically empty. We can set up my bakery there, said the muffin man. Good idea, Franny said. After dark, we immediately began moving you to the new location. Chapter 9. We just watched the kidnapped. You're right, Franny said to the muffin man. This is the perfect place to set up your bakery. Now, you can work as late as you want, and we have space to work on our other project. The muffin man slid a tray of muffins into his built-in oven. Just stay out of the way and be quiet, she told him. We don't need to let everybody know that you're down here. Igor reached for a muffin. No, Franny said. I told you before. These are for the baker. Keep your paws off them. Igor nodded. Good night, Franny called out to the muffin man as they headed the stairs. But he didn't answer back. He was conducting on making a great big batch of muffins for all the smiling happy kids who would be waiting for them the next morning. Chapter 10. It makes them crazy. The next morning, the baker's table was moved. Almost every kid in the school was there, and they were not happy. They were yelling and shouting and drumming their muffins. Mona and Vincent collect big handful of money as kids bought all the muffins they could hold. Franny was delighted. Wow, so many muffins! And look at all that money. They are literally craving these things, Mona said as she took a bite from her own muffin. Franny looked around at the kids. I don't think I'll recognize everybody here. Are some of these kids from other school? Maybe Vincent shout above the crowd. At recess, most of the kids sat in the ground or ran against the wall eating crumbs of their shirts, and they were so full to do anything. Only a couple of them even talked, and all they talked about was eating muffins. Over the next few days, Franny noticed the most of the kids are eating muffins instead of their lunches. And some were complaining that their clothes didn't fit them they wear anymore. The muffin sales just kept growing, and more kids from other schools were showing up to buy them. Franny caught up with Mona and Vincent after another after-school muffin stand-up. You should have plenty of money for art and music experiments by now, Franny said. Probably, Mona replied. I'm just not that interested in the money anymore. Yeah, Vincent added. When I'm practicing the fruit, I'm just thinking of how I could using my mouth to eat muffins instead. How could muffins be that important to anybody? Franny thought to herself. On the way out of the building, Franny stopped by the art room. There were piles of unused supplies, and the music room had opened box of the brand new instruments. This is weird, Franny said, but I guess if they're not interested in that stuff anymore, that's up to them. And I have project of my own waiting for my back at the lab. After dinner and homework, Franny went to her lab and got back to work on her new imitations. Igor, she shouted, please come here and hold this light while I tighten this screw. But Igor didn't come. Igor, she shouted again. Igor didn't answer. He wasn't paying painting. He wasn't practicing his gymnastics. He wasn't even playing hide and go back with the monsters. Igor had disappeared for a few days before, so Franny didn't worry much. Once he joined the circus for a few days. Another time, he tried alligator wrestling. He even tried to be a fashion model. I'm sure there's nothing to be worried about, Franny said to herself. Sometimes he just gets curious and wants to try something. He'll be back. The end.